This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
It's 8 o'clock on Tuesday, so I'm heading up to Baconsale to step in as host number 3. I'm hoping that it goes super well. Gonna jazz up this podcast that is full of middle-aged white dads.
Yep, true, we are.
Gotta add some fresh perspectives as a woman, chat the trends and the fads. So let's start with a Man Crush Monday. Great looks from Project Runway. Rapid shows on Broadway. Hate on Anne Hathaway. This is gonna be so fun. Yay!
Yay! That was so cute at the end, too.
We took a dark turn there at the end, but
I was like, oh, Anne Hathaway.
We're gonna hate her.
What? But why? Why?
Because it's the right thing to do.
Wow. Welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And I'm Babs.
We'd like to thank you for listening to, we should probably say,
What? What should we say?
Babs is here.
Oh, hey, welcome, Babs. Oh, by the way,
hey.
Great song.
Zach,
Thanks. I'm happy to be here.
Zach is not. It's episode 501, as predicted by him.
So,
and
should we just move along with the show, kind of like Zach moved along?
Yep.
Sounds
That's a good
good.
idea.
Here we go.
Thank you for listening to our last show, our 500th episode. Episode. I don't know how to say it.
The live celebration. It
The
turned.
Bacon Celebration.
It turned out pretty good, like a B+.
It was really good. It was like at least
Like
an
a high
A-.
tier 2. High tier 2.
doesn't count.
That's nothing.
So
No,
it was good, I think.
It was really good. I think
Yeah?
everyone there really enjoyed it. I loved it. We also got some great comments on social media.
She's just walking right into this role.
Sawyer
great at it.
Western said, just finished listening to the episode and completely loved it. I'm bummed that I was not able to be there live. I couldn't stop laughing. I also hate the joke of Zach leaving. Zach needs to stay.
Oh, expiration date on that one.
Awkward. Did not age well.
Yes. Another comment from Jonathan Vascar says, anytime Honey is on is hilarious.
Oh.
If Zachary Western leaves after episode 1000, bring her on as his replacement.
See, that joke is early. Yeah,
Early on
early,
this one,
exactly.
yeah.
Too late and then early.
Yeah.
He says, after Jacob left, I was nervous about how the show would sound, though the chemistry with Kent and Joel was there. But coming in at his number 2 favorite thing about Baconsale was hearing Zach for the first time.
Oh.
He added the special ingredient and took the show from good to great.
No.
I have got some big size 11 and a half shoes to fill.
11 and a half? That's cute.
I know.
Maybe you should round down.
But that's not what we're talking about today. What are we talking about today, Babs?
Well, we are doing a Man Crush Monday, y'all.
Yes, we are part 2. The last time we did this was on Baconsale episode 163 back in 2018.
Remember that?
Top of my head. Episode 163, Man Crush Monday. And that was with our friend Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lindsay,
it's
if you're out there listening, hey, how's it going?
Where are you?
You kind of disappeared.
She's probably happy somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. But we hope you're doing well, Lindsay. But we had decided, as Babs was going to be here, that we were going to give it another shot and discuss.
Listen.
In fact, my kids are like, "Hey, what's the recording on? What are you doing this week?" And I said, "Hot guys."
Yeah, you have to have a woman here to talk about your man crushes.
Yeah,
right?
I was
You don't feel awkward?
talking to some coworkers, and I'm like, hey, here's the show. I might need some help. Why are you doing that? Because we have a woman in the studio.
That's right.
So yay for us. It's like you're giving us permission
No.
to talk about these hot celebrities.
Yeah, let's
male
crush
celebrities.
together.
And that's the good thing. Babs is here to give the female perspective, because we can sit here and say, "Hey, this guy's hot," and yeah, we agree with that. But then if she's over there being like, "I don't think so," then we got to be like, "Oh, are we wrong?"
Should I question my taste?
Yeah.
Although,
So
you
we
should
have,
question something.
that'll happen a few times in this show for sure.
But we
I
have,
know. If we ever bring on Henry Cavill or
hello.
Abs.
Here's what I got to
Ryan
clarify,
Gosling.
though, is that to these answers, we have a series of categories. But back in episode 163, we had like 20 categories.
Yeah, we used to be
Yeah.
crazy with
And
categories.
so there's 60 eligible candidates,
Joel?
hot guys for this.
Hey, Joel?
Can't use.
Real quick, hate you. Real quick.
What? Thank you.
Because you do this thing where...
That's why I got my bestie, Babs, over here.
Don't...
Nope. I'm boop. Sorry.
Hey, your best friend abandoned you. Anyways.
Oh, you're
here's
the
thing.
other guy, Joel.
Joel has this special type of OCD where he goes, hey, in season 3, we talked about something, so we can never talk about it again. And I'm like, the listener doesn't know. We forgot.
I apologize for trying to give a little variety on the show because Ken would be like, this category, Henry Cavill. This category, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
This category, Henry Cavill.
And he would be right.
We're going through and it's like, we can't talk about Chris Hemsworth.
Nope.
We can't talk about Colin Farrell.
Nope.
We can't talk about
Johnny Depp. We can't talk about.
Well, we shouldn't.
Henry Cavill. We can't talk about. There's so many.
Elvis Presley.
Yep.
And so Paul Newman, for Pete's sake, Cary Grant.
Yep.
And
Brad
so all
Pitt.
those
Listen,
used
last time.
If you're going to be mad at some of our choices during the show, just know that you should go back and listen to that one as well.
Yep. That's the fate of doing a sequel. Is you don't want to repeat yourself. You bigger and better. That's what we're going to do today.
Or B tier. It's fine.
What?
We'll see.
There's some high tiers on my list here.
Oh, I'll be crying some high tears.
What?
Killing darlings. This was hard, guys. This
No
research.
killing darlings. There's no one that's going to be
please.
losing.
All my honorable mentions were like, don't forget us. I'm like, sorry. You
Well,
don't look
worry.
as good.
If we do a part 3, Kent will just pick his same answers again because that's what he wants.
He can just do like a part 3 Pagan bit when there's nothing else going on. Just secretly.
Can I just do a Henry Cavill show, you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, can I be there?
You're going to be,
I'm gonna be there.
clearly.
You're
I'm
saying
here.
cavalcade is going to happen?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Hey, I'm so glad you're part of the show now. This is so
Right.
fun.
I'm
But
excited
let's
to
jump
be here.
into it, shall we?
All right. Our first category, looks great in a suit. Joel,
Okay.
you want to start us off?
I'm starting us off?
She
Yeah.
knows what she's doing.
She does. So when we had the
You know what you're doing.
It's like I've listened to 250 episodes more than once.
But none before.
So
Silence.
when they said looks great in a suit.
Wendy's. I listened to the Wendy's show.
yeah.
There you go.
Sorry.
When it says look great in a suit, we never clarified what type of suit, right?
Uh-oh.
So I kind
Joel.
of I went with a little loophole here,
Like
and I
this.
think Kent's going to agree with me here. I don't know if Babs will, because I chose someone who looks great in a suit of armor because I chose Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
Oh.
So if you don't know who that is Jamie Lannister from Game of Thrones. He was also in Mama, Oblivion, Gods of Egypt. And he's actually born in 1970, and his full given name is Nikolaj William Coster-Waldau, and he is from Denmark.
You know that if we have a difficult name to read, we just have to give it to our
What
host over
is
here.
the name?
So,
Nikolaj with a J at the end, Coster-Waldau.
and here's the thing, Babs. If you say it well, you're off the show. Say
That's
it.
not fair.
Say it. Go for it.
Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
She's off the show. She did it well.
So he made his film debut in Black Hawk Down,
beard.
and then the reason I picked him is because he is. I think he's actually ruggedly handsome.
He is.
I think rugged's a good word.
But it's more that his character is one of the worst characters on Game of Thrones. One of the most terrible characters out there. Just the decision, and he does have like kind of a little arc that goes on.
Kinda.
But deep down, he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I still like him though? And I think it's because he's handsome and he's charismatic. And also, he's been married to his wife since 1997. They live in Copenhagen with their 2 daughters and 2 dogs.
Oh, that's so sweet. He's kind of like the Lost, or maybe he's a cousin to the Skarsgårds. Because he
Yes.
has that real European beauty about him.
And he's the Sawyer of the Game of Thrones.
Oh,
world.
I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh, I can see why you like him so much.
the long blonde hair kind of thing going on. Although he
Did
does have
he
a shaved
say
head.
like the lines all in the exact same, like, hey, freckles.
Hey, freckles.
No.
Wait, hold on. What was that?
No.
He just sing like he's out of batteries?
That's like that's the rhythm of his
But
speaking.
for the record, I did look up red carpet photos of Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, and he does look good in a traditional suit as well. So that's my pick.
Good choice.
Let's give him a hand.
Oh,
You see what I did there?
Hey, Game of Thrones reference.
Okay.
Watch it
Oh,
edited.
Babs.
kids.
I know it's a blind spot
You know
for
what's
me.
great
I'll make
is
it up too.
anytime we get a new host, we want to make sure they don't know as much as us. And this is perfect. And by the way, I don't mean that in a condescending way.
Kind of came off that
If
way.
anyone else wants to take a host spot, I'm thinking this one's going to be available.
What I meant to say is
real
we're-
soon.
Wait, I'm getting kicked off this show.
Apparently, Kent, who did you pick for looks great in the suit?
So I kind of went the same avenue as you because I did Ben Affleck.
Oh, that is a great choice.
Wait. What do you mean Save Avenue?
Same avenue.
Batman suit.
He looks the
Oh yeah,
best.
he was Batman.
Okay. And Joel, there's no
Aren't you a Batman like aficionado?
I always
over there?
forget Ben
he
Affleck
forgot.
is Batman.
literally.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he's the best.
he is his Batman suit, his physique in the suit is second to none. But also, remember that scene at the beginning of Batman v Superman
Yes,
when
I
he
do.
gets off the helicopter and he rides into the chaos of Metropolis.
In his vest.
The vest.
Oh.
He has the light blue shirt,
With
the
the rolled
navy, the navy vest. By the way, we're crushing right now. Hey, finger boot crush. That's a crush.
Yeah.
And he runs into the
got the
smoke
gray in
and
his hair.
chaos, and I was like, he's Batman without even wearing the bat suit.
Yeah.
And I know Ben Affleck himself, he likes to like wear sweats and get Dunkin' Donuts generally. But when he dresses up for the red carpet, especially as Bruce Wayne, he's got like that V shape and it is perfect for Bruce Wayne.
Have you always been like a Ben Affleck over Matt Damon kind of guy? 'Cause for out there, it was
I
like
always thought Matt Damon, because obviously in the early 2000s, I was like, Ben Affleck is a jerk. I like Matt Damon. But as soon as he started directing, I'm like, I'm a Ben Affleck guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've kind of crossed over. I like them both. I mean, once the Odyssey comes out, then I'm back to Matt Damon, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think Ben Affleck's a handsome man. I just forgot he was Batman. I'm sorry.
Wow.
He's very handsome. Matt Damon and I.
Yeah.
Share,
Go
we
on.
share a birthday.
Oh.
So he's always been my
Virgos?
my guy.
I'm just guessing. I have no
Libra.
idea when your birthday is.
Can't you just ticked off a Libra? Be careful.
What does that mean?
No, but I love Matt Damon too. As like a person all around.
Yeah.
He's a person I want to go to dinner with. But like if I needed
Birthday dinner.
a poster of someone on my wall, it would be Ben Affleck.
Okay.
What era of Ben Affleck? Is the gray haired Batman?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
because it's like, is it Ash? Is it Wisdom? We're not sure what the gray in his hair is, but I'm here for it.
Hey, we're going gray. Do you feel the same about us? Okay. What's your choice?
What do you pick?
I tried to pick guys that maybe weren't in your sphere of like,
of who we consider
your movies, your TV. So maybe some things are a little bit
I'm so
outside.
curious now.
But last time when we did our recap of what we did last time, like we had a
Yeah.
spreadsheet we did.
Yeah.
You basically said, yeah, these sports guys. I don't even know who those are. So you're saying you're picking sports guys?
Maybe for some of them. Okay, this one looks great in a suit. I went with Simon Baker.
Oh,
From
the
The
mentalist.
Simon Lucas Baker is age 55. He's an Australian actor and director known for his role as Patrick Jane in The Mentalist and The Guardian. He was also in LA Confidential, and he had a quick role in one of my favorite movies, The Devil Wears Prada.
We watched that at Disneyland.
Yes, and he stands at 5'10".
Oh, we got heights.
He's really 5'8".
I am-
People that say
yes.
they're 5'10", they're always 5'8", by the
I
way.
know. We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He's wearing lifts,
No,
most
but
likely.
his like curly blonde hair.
Yeah.
In The Mentalist, he's always wearing a suit, and if not a suit jacket, always a vest.
Okay,
It's
the
thing,
vest.
right?
I need to get myself a vest.
Yes. So when I think of a suit, I just think of him. I love The Mentalist. I've seen it more than once.
I know this because we shared an account for a while, a streaming account, and I'd be like, am I watching The Mentalist? Am I on season 4?
The whole series.
Yeah.
You sure are. But yeah, I love his suits. They're tailored so well. They're not too tight. Like my honorable mention, Daniel Craig. His suits are too tight in a good way. But I love it. Yeah.
Friendly, man.
Listen, she can say it, I guess.
His blue eyes, and he has an Australian accent, which he doesn't use in the show, except for when it says, "Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode." And that's him.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's the only thing I can say with an Australian accent. Thank you, Simon
You
Baker.
love him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Our next category could pull off any hairstyle.
All right, I'm going to go first on this one.
Go for it.
Tom Cruise. Okay, nothing. I want you to think about this. Hear me out.
Belong.
Hear me out.
Okay. we're
Edge
hearing
of
you.
Tomorrow. It's slick and pulled back. Ghost Protocol. Slick and casually long. Interview with the Vampire. Blonde and curly. Mission Impossible Fallout. Simple and short. Collateral. Gray flat top. Magnolia. Shaggy and long. We've got the buzz cut. Quit disagreeing. It's great hair.
No, it's I'm not done with the long hair. The
Top
long
Gun
hair doesn't work.
Military cut, and the Last Samurai. He's got the long middle parted hair. It's like all just like
We call that the Keanu.
yeah, it kind of is the Keanu,
Yeah.
and he's got the 5 o'clock shadow. I think now he kind of has like Subaru driving hair a little bit, but he has had some of the best hair in his roles that he's really pulled off throughout
I
his
think the short hair is the
decades-long
best
career.
look on him. I think when he goes long hair, it doesn't work for me.
Have you seen Magnolia? That's where
I've
I first
seen- I've
noticed.
seen
I
him
was
in
like,
Magnolia.
I was like, oh, I really like the hairstyle. If I could grow my hair out, I would want it to look
What's the
like
longest
that.
you've ever had your hair?
It was 3 years ago, and I got it down to about past my nose, and it was hideous.
That was the longest you had your hair?
Yeah,
3 years
I hated.
ago?
Yeah, I hated it. It was
I
a
knew
mistake.
you then?
Yeah.
I would go back and look at photos.
Yeah, no, it's
I
bad.
do agree that he can wear any hairstyle. I don't know if he looks as good
See-
in every hairstyle. Though.
Oh, I think so. I think you look at like the cover of a Mission Impossible, and it's like
Yeah.
watching a different Harry Potter movie. You're like, I know which movie this is based
on
on the
their-
length
which
of their hair.
which one is he really moody in?
Yeah.
It's always Order of the Phoenix.
The longer the hair, the worse the movie. That's how you can tell Mission Impossibles.
Oh,
Okay, hold on. You like Ghost Protocol? He has long hair in that one.
oh, that is.
It's
good.
not as long as other ones, though.
Yeah. Well, there's one, but I think he pulls it off really
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
See, I think the right answer was mentioned last time, and
Which
that's
was?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah.
We can't talk about him. My answer is the Los Angeles Chargers quarterback, Justin Patrick Herbert. You guys.
You're making me Google everything.
He is 27 years old. He's known for his strong arm accuracy, ability to read defenses. He's 6'6" and 230 pounds of muscly man.
Okay.
Now, this man, he rocked a buzz cut when he was younger. He played at the University of Oregon.
He looks like Ned Flanders.
What?
In that picture with a mustache.
Take that back.
Seen him with a mustache? Just saying.
He is nothing like Ned Flanders. Ned Flanders is a loser, and Justin Herbert is a winner.
Wow.
Wasn't I just compared to Ned Flanders
Yes,
on
you
the
were.
episode 500 last episode?
I didn't say that. When I first got to know him, he had like long, shaggy hair. He'd wear a headband at
When
I
you
was
say-
going to say rehearsal at practice.
When you say you first got to know him
Yeah.
on TV?
Yeah. When I watched him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would use
Watched him on TV.
his helmet as like a headband, like to keep his luscious locks back. And then this last year, I think for promotional reasons, he got a haircut at Sports Clips, and it was bad. I don't know. My husband used to be a barber for a few years.
Yeah.
And even he was like, "That's a bad haircut. That is uneven." And you know what? Justin Herbert still rocked it. So from little hair,
Herbert.
Is that
to
kind of
long
what he's
hair
known for?
to bad
like he's
hair.
talented, obviously,
he looks great.
at football, but
He is a Greek god.
what? He has a mustache in half of these pictures.
No, not half
he
of them. Only a
doesn't.
couple of them.
Yeah.
He's mostly clean shaven.
He's mostly clean shaven, and he's amazing. If you've never seen him, look him up.
Yeah, Justin Patrick Herbert. Okay.
Yeah, 6'6".
Height doesn't matter. Okay.
For my pick, for could pull off any hairstyle, I went with someone who looks good as a blonde, who looks good as a brunette, who looks good with short hair, who looks good with long hair, who looks good with curly hair, who looks good with long blonde hair. I'm picking Orlando Bloom.
Oh,
Because Orlando Bloom, who I've actually talked about oddly a lot this season. I
Hey, Joel.
predicted-
you do have a crush.
We get it.
I wanted him to have a comeback, and then I said that him and Katy Perry were going to break up. But Orlando Bloom, born in 1977 in Canterbury, Kent, England. His full name, by the way, Orlando Jonathan Blanchard Copeland Bloom.
Copeland.
Yeah. You may know him from Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings, Black Hawk Down, Troy. But I think it was just one of those things where, as I saw him in Pirates of the Caribbean with the Will Turner short, curly, dark hair, and then all of a sudden he's Legolas, and I'm like, that look worked for him too.
And you have the cardboard cutout in your room, right? The
It's in your-
famous Legolas. We trade it.
Yeah,
The famous Legolas
we
cardboard
rotated
cutout.
around. But no, and I just think I was like, man, the guy can pull off extreme differences in hair, and it's great. And then even in Black Hawk Down, military cut.
Minor part, sure.
Yeah, it was a minor part,
Yeah.
but I did go. I look up. I went,
Military cut,
still
it's fine,
pulls it off,
yeah.
it's fine. Yeah,
Right.
And by the way, in 2002, he was chosen as Teen People's 25 hottest stars under 25, despite having already turned 25.
Oh.
That's how hot he is.
Controversy.
Yeah,
Let's
so,
include him. He's pretty hot.
yeah,
Close enough.
yeah. But and he was, by the way, he was named after 16th century English composer Orlando Gibbons.
Okay.
There you go.
Orlando Bloom.
Not Florida.
Good choice.
Okay.
Great hair.
All right, our next category is he's gonna age well.
Can I just say real quick, maybe our choices may not age well depending on what happens in the celebrity world, but we're just going to still throw them out here.
No, we're not talking about like
Who they are as people.
the looks aging well.
Oh, so we're just objectifying people. So
That's the
we're
whole
covered.
point of this show.
This is shallow.
Yeah.
Which means you start us off with the shell.
Go for it.
Yay. Okay, my choice is Matt Zuckery.
Oh, I have to Google everything.
Wait, Matthew Charles Zuckery, age 48.
Matthew Charles Zuckery.
Is an American actor known for his roles as Logan Huntsberger on The Gilmore Girls.
Oh,
Carrie Agos on The Good Wife.
Hold on, I just typed in Matt Charles Zucchini. What was it again?
Team Logan.
Zuckery with a C.
Wait, you chose Logan?
I chose Logan.
Gross.
Conrad Hawkins on the medical series The Resident. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's CZUCHRY.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I think it's like Polish.
Does he not
or
have the
Czech or
most
something.
punchable face, though?
No, listen. Okay, I was Team Jess. I was Team Jess over Team Logan, but I still
Team
had
Dean,
such
for sure. I've only seen one
I
season.
still had such a crush on him. He's got that blonde hair, blue eyes, which apparently is a thing. You'll notice. He's just like, he's got that Prince Charming
She's got a type.
vibe. He's a little bit older than us. I wanted to pick someone that wasn't already super old, but also wasn't a child because I don't want to objectify a
48
child.
years old.
If I saw him in a dark
he's
alley,
like our age.
he looks like he glows and he's going to eat my skin.
Twilight, right?
And chew my bones.
Exactly. I feel like he has...
Oh, so he's a vampire.
Yeah, I think he's going to age great because I also think he's got a little bit of like a Brad Pitt vibe to him, to his look, and he's aged great. So that is my vote.
So my choice for he's going to age well is Aaron Taylor Johnson. You may know him. He was born in 1990 in Wycombe, England, excuse me. And you may know him from Kick-Arse, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Tenet, Bullet Train, The Fall Guy, Nosferatu, and most recently, Kraven the Hunter. Not to be confused with Anya Taylor-Joy, by the way. Completely different person.
We like to confuse
that
them.
one's a woman.
Yeah. But
with oddly wide
Save it for the
eyes.
woman show, guys.
Aaron Taylor Johnson is a chameleon, and he changes his look.
He's Kraven.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He changes his look all the time, and I think he's going to age very well because his wife has already showed him how to age well.
Oh.
Wow. Are we Us Weekly over here?
said
Are we TMZ?
No, okay, so here's...
By the way, Joel, can we go apply to TMZ? That would be really fun.
Yeah, it was a compliment, by the way, because his wife has aged well, but she is 20 years older than him. They met in 2009 when he was in a John Lennon biopic named Nowhere Boy. He was 18. She was 41. They got married shortly after that.
18?
Yep. And also, she is the director of 50 Shades of Grey. Anyway, moving on.
It's interesting because we saw him obviously in Kick Butt, right? And he was a scrawny kid. That was kind of the point of the movie. And now he's ripped.
He is.
Like, he's like a man's man.
But he really does have...
You got to say it like that. Man.
Like he drives a truck.
Yeah.
He was named one of
His
GQ's...
truck drives a truck.
He was named one of GQ's 50 best dressed British men in
by the way,
2015.
if you see him, pull him up right now, he wears a really nice vest.
He does. He wears a nice vest.
His vest wearing is
See my vest.
little theme.
And also in 2024, he was named the most handsome man alive with a 93% of perfection in his face.
Really?
Get that? Yeah.
Oh.
And he lives with his wife and
symmetry?
their 4 daughters in a farm in Somerset, and he's an avid vegetable farmer. Which means
We know vegetables.
we do.
We've talked vegetables.
You say you know vegetables.
But I'm saying healthy
We had
living.
a garden.
Yeah, but with none of the vegetables we mentioned.
Healthy
was a
living,
really
good career.
unique
He's going to
garden.
take. He's going to take good care of himself. He's going to age well.
For the longest time, he was mentioned as the front runner for James Bond until
Yes.
they kind of just forgot about casting that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, James Bond. What happened to that?
I know. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
All right.
We can ask a former
Aaron
co-host.
Taylor Johnson is my choice.
Yeah.
Quicksilver, if you don't know who I'm talking about yet.
The real answer, guys, is Michael B. Jordan. Born in 1987, best known for Creed, Black Panther, and Sinners. Guys,
And a role on Parenthood,
really?
the TV show.
Okay, never watched that one. But I hear it's like sad
Yeah.
or cute.
My wife brought him up
Yeah.
at one point. I think looks good in a suit, maybe.
Yeah.
And he does. But I honestly couldn't pick him because he annoys me. I don't know if it's just because he always plays these very cocky characters.
Oh, he does.
But I'm just like, I just can't. For some reason, I personified him as this kind of cocky jerk. And I'm like,
Yeah, but he's going to age well. At 60 years old, he's going to probably look exactly the same.
Probably.
And get better roles because I think now he's like being seen as like this leading man. And if you've seen Sinners, he plays twins, so double the Michael B. Jordan,
All right.
right? But I think he'll get better roles, and I think he's probably pretty high on many women's lists. And also mine.
And also yours.
And also yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next category, it's all about the voice. Joel.
No trouble.
All right. I have a short audio
No
clip I'm going to
trouble.
be playing for this one because I feel like when we're talking about someone's voice, you need to hear it. You need to experience it.
Okay.
To truly appreciate it. And keep in mind the categories, it's all about the voice.
Yeah. Are you doing speaking voice? Or
No.
Singing voice?
It's a singing voice.
Baby, now take me into your loving arms.
This is Ed Sheeran.
Wow.
He's born in 1991 in West Yorkshire, England. His full name is Edward Christopher Sheeran, and you may know him from such hits as Thinking Out Loud, Shape of You, Castle on the Hill, Perfect for Photograph, Bad Habits, Shivers. The guy has the voice of an angel and the look of Ron Weasley.
I was going to say, and the face
I mean,
of
like
a troll.
like old Ron Weasley.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, she's right.
like a ginger troll.
Don't go out swinging.
Remember that scene at the end of Harry
You
Potter
said
8?
you wanted diversity. I
Where-
got you a redhead.
They're waiting at the train station, and he's old, and he's not happy. That's Ed Sheeran.
No, but he is like
and he went cross-eyed somewhere there.
It is
And his
one
hair
of-
got messy.
But it's amazing to me how like I drive with my kids in the car. Sometimes we'll play the radio, and inevitably, almost every time, I'm like, man, I like this song. Who's the singer? My daughter back would be like, it's Ed Sheeran again, Dad. And I'm like, guys, the voice
I'll
of
never
an angel.
know.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't take this as it's only his voice.
It's all about the voice.
But like the
Kinda
voice
nailed it.
enhances his handsomeness, and there's no
I'm saying
enhancing to
his voice
happen here.
is so
No,
attractive.
but here's the thing.
Wow.
Don't you think he's kind of seen as desirable because of the music he's putting out?
Not
Mm-hmm.
physically desirable. Like I'd hire him to sing somewhere.
Goodness.
We're
Okay.
not being shallow here.
Some of us are.
Lights are out. Lights are out. All you have to do is kiss him.
No.
And he sings a song, Photograph. That's a song of his, right?
Yes.
And
Nickelback.
and you just have to kiss him. You just have to find him.
He's got like a prickly, sparse beard.
Very sparse.
So did your boy in some of the pictures I saw. The football player, Justin. What's his
Zach?
face? No.
Zach has an amazing
He does have an
beard.
amazing
What are you
beard.
talking
But
about?
Ed Sheeran has sold 200 million records worldwide. He is one of the best-selling artists, and his Divided tour became the highest grossing of all time back in 2019. It is amazing to me how influential he is. In fact, Time Magazine listed him as one of the world's 100 most influential people. Although it is funny, now that I was going through it and reading through like all the times he's been sued for songs that sound like other songs, like Shape of You sounding like No Scrubs, and one that sounds like Let's Get It On. Oh, I just blanked on it. Anyway, he's been sued a couple times, but it always ends up in his favor. And also, don't forget, he was also in Game of Thrones. Remember that?
Oh, stop it.
Do you know why they did that, by the way? They did that
Because he asked to?
No, because Maisie Williams, who plays Arya Stark on the show, she had a huge crush on him. And so they brought him in they wanted to bring him in as kind of a joke to have him on there because they played opposite each other.
Yeah.
Not a great choice, by the way. And he sings in it and it doesn't fit, but he has the voice of an angel.
How tall is he?
He's 5'8".
Okay.
Oh, there. Yep.
He's 5'6".
He's probably 5'6".
Why is it about height?
So it's 2 inches. All right. My choice is also a singer that I've played many times on the show that's not Surfboard Stevens. His name is Tom Odell. He's a British singer-songwriter, wonderful pianist, and I think he is just so incredibly talented. This guy, like, since that...
He's 5'9".
Okay.
I just look at
Okay. By the way, those should have been the details I got in my notes.
Auto-filled. I did Tom Odell. It's like Tom Odell height. And I'm like, oh, sure. Yes. Why?
So his debut album came out in 2013, and I remember I picked up this album and I was like, he's 22 and he's this talented.
He looks-
the world is not fair.
he looks like a scarecrow that came to life.
Yeah, I know. But like,
In a good way. Like he became human.
it's like a Return to Oz sort of thing.
Yeah.
But when he sings, there's something so magical. And obviously with playing the piano so well too, I just have this talent crush on him.
Yeah.
And honestly, maybe my favorite singer for the past 10 years. And I'm like, I will go
is
see
he a
him in
solo
concert.
actor or is he in a band?
He's a solo act.
Wow. Do I know any of his stuff?
Yeah, that song I just played, if I played a little bit longer, I've played it on the show a few times.
I don't pay attention.
It's beautiful.
I love him so much.
Yeah, that's
All
a
right.
great answer.
Babs?
My answer is going to be a little controversial here, specifically with the person that I live with.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
Oh, just a little of the Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
How dare you? I mean, look,
I know.
I agree.
Wait,
Oh, give her a sec. Give her a sec.
And I'm feeling
yeah, he's just, what about this Canadian blue-eyed
Does he
crooner?
Does he kind of look like an animated beaver, though?
I'm okay with that. It's
Yeah.
better than a
What?
troll.
Listen, yeah. Okay,
We've got a scarecrow, a troll, and a priest.
Let's rank our ugly singers that we just chose.
They're not ugly. They're
yeah,
beautiful.
Ed Sheeran,
On
tier
the
3.
inside.
Tier
Tom
3.
Odell, tier 2. And
Michael
Bublé.
Bublé, tier 1, obviously.
I'll go with that.
He's 5'10", probably. And
I'll look
That's
it
what he
up.
tells people. I
Yes.
like that these are dating profiles, by the way. I'm 5'10", ladies.
I feel like he's got the ultimate like puppy dog energy.
He's 5'10".
I love this about him. He gives like that Sinatra sort of crooner sort
Right.
of sound, but more pop. He does a lot of covers, which I'm fine with. And my favorite is his Christmas album. I'm a fan, and I think that his voice makes his face better. Which is how I took that category.
Somehow that feels deep,
Yeah.
which I don't know if it actually
And
is.
yet shallow.
Yeah, right?
Yet shallow. Yeah.
That's what this show is, right?
Yes, it is.
Baconsale. All right, our next category. adorable, but not hot.
So can I go first on this one?
Yes,
I don't
please.
know if you guys went with any hot takes, meaning like people think they're hot.
Maybe.
No,
And do two takes.
Well, I don't know. There was a little disagreement, but I think I landed in the right place.
I went with everyone thinks this person is hot, but they're just adorable. Glenn Powell. Now, if you don't know Glenn Powell, same. Because he's like the most forgettable name.
He's in Twisters. He's in
Yeah.
Hitman. He's in
Twister's the Hallmark movie. I
Top
loved
Gun
that.
Maverick. Yeah.
He's in Spy Kids 3D, Game Over, Hidden Figures, Devotion, Top Gun Maverick, of course. He knows this. There's a meme about this, but he looks like a happy capybara.
What? Why are you
looks-
looking at a capybara in
No,
this
he
context?
literally has said, I know it. Everyone says I look like basically like a smiling rodent. And he really
But
does.
why a capybara? He's not Brazilian.
Look it up right now.
Okay, let me
Because he's got like this tiny like facial set where his eyes are little, his nose is
I
real
forgot his name.
compact.
Glenn Powell.
Yes, you forgot his name. And his mouth is real close together, so he kind of has like this rodent face.
He looks like a Glenn.
He looks like a Glenn. See, Joel, am I wrong?
You're a little wrong.
No, he looks like a capybara.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Or like a quokka from Australia, the ones that do the selfie pictures.
Oh my God.
He's just so happy all the time, and he may be half capybara.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
and I do think like there's a handsomeness, but it's really just like you're adorable. You just want to squish his face and put him behind there. You're like, you're so cute. You're so cute, Glenn Powell. Yeah. Also, his face looks like it was made in a Botox factory a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, because like none of it moves except for his eyes and his
I
mouth.
don't remember us being this catty in 2018.
Aw.
We were. I promise.
I don't know if we were. I don't know what this we stuff is.
I feel like I've got a little bit of a hot take too, because this man is very popular right now. And I just think he's so cute. And that is Pedro Pascal.
But not hot.
Not hot.
Okay.
I feel like, especially when he...
This is the way
in his
people think you think? Okay.
Yeah, in his interviews where he wears like grandma sweaters. I love that. I feel like he's so
trying
fun.
a little too hard.
Yeah. Jose
He is,
Pedro
or Chris
Balmaceda
he is.
Pascal is 50 years old. He stands at 5'11", known for his roles on The Last of Us, Game of Thrones, Narcos, and The Mandalorian.
Kind of.
I think he played a small role in The Mentalist as well. He dated.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I don't think he's an attractive person, even though I did pick him to be People's Magazine's World's Sexiest Man Alive.
People love him.
It's the mustache and the charisma. I think that's what he's got working for
Yeah.
him, right? And he's everywhere. He's literally in every show ever. But if
Him and Glenn Powell.
if
But you
you
don't know Glenn
remove
Powell's
the
in it.
mustache, would he be the same?
No. Have you seen Narcos?
No.
Everyone's like, oh, that guy became
really?
Pedro
Okay.
Pascal.
He's like, that's my name.
He needed age. He needed a little extra weight on his frame, and he
Oh.
needed some facial hair and some curly hair. And like The Mandalorian, I think we all fell in love with his voice a little bit. I know I did.
He definitely looks better with the mustache.
But I think he's cute. And like he went on SNL, and we got to know his like sense of humor.
Yeah.
And that I think made him more like adorable. Like I was like LA, that whole thing. No.
So you'd want to like hang out with him,
Yeah.
pinch his cheeks a little bit.
Yeah. He's
so cute.
he's got some like Australian Shepherd vibes.
Somehow that makes sense.
Right? So I love him as a person, love the moment he's having, but he's not hot in my book.
Okay. Will he get better with age, you think? Or do you think he'll just kind of have the same look since
Yeah.
he's already kind of a silver fox?
Yeah, I think like in this last season of The Last of Us,
Because he's meant to be like 60 in this last season.
he's got like more gray going on and
for
more
the
wrinkles.
short time he's in the season.
Oh my god, we didn't talk about that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we can talk about that. It's
No,
the
we
worst.
can talk about it.
It's the worst show. I think we're just
But
guessing.
I do think that age will help him, but I still don't think he's hot. I just think he's charismatic.
okay.
I think it's different.
What if Joel grew a mustache? Does that improve the
When
face?
Joel has a beard,
I will have a beard someday soon.
Yeah.
It's-
the yearly
it's-
beard is coming back?
it's
Probably
not bad.
if I go up to the cabin, I'll get the
yeah.
beard.
Oh yes.
So, but I always go out during the hottest time of the year, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But if we're speaking about dogs in relation to people, my pick would be a golden retriever. It would be the happy, you want him around, but adorable, not hot, I would say, even though he was voted sexiest man alive in 2021, because I'm picking Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
So my wife did say,
Yeah.
answer.
he can be sexy, but we agreed that it was like most of the time he's just adorable. And you may know Paul Rudd as Ant-Man in the MCU, but also he's in I Love You Man, Clueless, Anchorman, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Friends. He was in Friends. Remember that?
Yes,
and
I
then
sure do.
Parks and Recreation as well.
He's so great in Parks and
He
Rec.
is really good
As
at Parks and Rec.
Billy, whatever.
The political candidate.
Yes, he was like, why are you being so mean to me,
Yeah.
Leslie?
Fun facts, by the way, both of his parents are from London. He's British American in that regard.
Really? Okay.
And they found out in a 2017 episode of Finding Your Roots that his parents were second cousins.
Ugh.
And and then Paul Rudd, in a very Paul Rudd way, said, which explains why I have 6 nipples. And he said, does this make my son also my
friendly?
uncle? So, yeah.
Do you feel like he's finally starting to show his age a little bit?
A little bit, but
Like not in a bad way,
No,
right?
no,
like,
no.
but he's like looking his
I mean,
age
he's
almost.
right. He was born in 1969. All right. So I just thought every time I see him, every time he's on Conan sharing a Mac and Me clip, I absolutely love seeing him on there. He's just one of those guys that I just think is adorable.
He's 5'10", by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, they all are.
Hey, actors, taller than you.
Ouch. They're out there going, sorry, I can't hear you over the sounds of my money.
Dang it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But no, I think Paul Rudd's adorable.
He is adorable.
So I don't know if I think he's an attractive man. I might even say hot at sometimes, but for the most part, no, adorable.
He's a cutie. He's a little cutie.
He's a
He's a
cutie.
Good guy.
Our next category, smoothest dance moves. Am I starting this
Yeah,
one?
I think
Yeah.
you're starting this one.
Okay. Oh, I've got 2 good answers though, because I think you guys are going to pick one of them.
I don't think mine's a kind of a left field pick here.
Okay.
Do you want to go last?
Then, no, I'll go.
Okay.
So
Go
then
for
I
it.
think the right answer here is Patrick Swayze.
Oh.
Patrick Wayne Swayze. He passed in 2009 at age 57. American actor, singer, dancer, songwriter. His 30-year
She's like the wind.
career. Yep. Included roles in Dirty Dancing, Ghost, and Point Break. He has a background in ballet and gymnastics, which is why he had that physique.
Yep.
And that also landed him roles as a romantic lead and an action hero. He was also 5'10".
Yeah, it's 5'10".
Yeah.
Everybody is 5'10".
Yes. So
I'm
Dirty
5'10".
Dirty Dancing, you guys. I think we are of the age that this was a movie that made a huge impact on us
totally.
and our education and relationships.
Wait, you could watch it growing up? Because my sisters got in trouble when they
Yeah.
tried to watch it.
It was
It's a terrible movie.
It was inappropriate when I saw it,
Yeah.
and it was definitely girls' night and sleepover material.
Oh,
and
Joel and I watched
he
Girls
was
Just Want to Have Fun.
So
So much more fun.
So hot. We all wanted to be Baby. That whole like don't put Baby in a corner. We
Yeah.
were looking for our Patrick Swayze. But yeah, just like the music, the moves from that show are still so
Yep.
iconic. Like he is the dancer. He's a
Like-
dance icon.
Even when he was in Roadhouse, it's a very non-chick flick, very action-oriented, very like stupid. But even in the fight scenes, I was like, this guy's got grace.
Now listen, I wanted to be Johnny Utah. And be
Oh, from
following
Point
this
Break.
guy in Point Break.
Yeah.
It's Patrick Swayze, right? Like
thought
such
he
an
was
icon of the
Swayze.
I
time.
thought you wanted to be his character from Donnie Darko. Wasn't that you?
Stop it. We're gonna stop it. Shut up.
Okay, so for my pick, I am definitely showing a recency bias here, and who knows if this will if this will age well or not. But I picked Tramell Tillman. If you don't know who Tramell Tillman is, he is Mr. Milchek from Severance.
Such a good dancer.
And he was born, by the way, in 1985 in Washington, D.C. And you may know him from Severance. He was also in Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning as a submarine captain.
Didn't you love seeing him in that movie?
I actually talked to someone about it,
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh, I love the submarine captain." I'm like, "Oh, he was in Severance." And she was like, "I've never seen that." And I was like, "But you still love him?" She's like, "Yeah, he was great."
Yeah.
But there's a couple scenes in Severance where some dancing is involved.
Strangely.
Yeah, oddly enough, but it is so much fun, and he's really entertaining to watch. And so I just saw him. I thought he was great. By the way, he was a pre-med student. He was going to become an orthopedic surgeon, but he didn't like it. So then he started good at acting, and good on him because I think he's fantastic at it. And I can't wait to see him in more roles.
He was going to be a surgeon,
Yeah.
and now he's an actor.
Yeah, like did he have any like dance training, or is that just like the natural rhythm that he
I think
has?
it's the natural rhythm. Like I know he did some like he basically got into acting as a kid in like in his church's Christmas play. But really, I think it's just his natural rhythm. I don't know if he's had any formal training or not, but the
And
guy's got moves.
What works so well in Severance is like he's intimidating.
Yeah.
But the dances he's doing are so entertaining. So you're like, what should I do here? Do I watch?
Yeah. And I think they call him Mr. Milkshake because Milkshake, and they call him Mr. Milkshake. And I think his milkshake brings all the people to the yard.
That was great.
Thank you.
Good job, Joel.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
So I'm going last on this one for Smoothest Dance Moves.
Smoothest Dance
My choice was, I'm like, I looked at the previous list and I'm like, I don't want to use any because Joel won't let me choose any names from this list.
I'm so sorry.
Because I was like, oh, Sam Rockwell is the obvious answer because he just has this cool rhythm.
Yep.
And it just works. And if you've seen his like compilation on Tonight Show, it's quite fun.
I also almost picked Christopher Walken, but
Yeah, right? But we also used him on that show too.
Did we?
We talked about it. Yeah, Christopher Walken as well.
Was he on that previous
We
list?
talked about literally every man except for these.
So many.
Yeah.
And so I was doing the research and I was like, oh, Sam Rockwell's been used. Okay. Who do I want to pick? And I almost chose this guy for a lot of categories. I'm like, if we chose like most villainous or like actually scares me, that sort of stuff, but he fits for Smoothest Dance Moves. You guys won't know the movie, but after you see the clip, I hope you agree. It's Mads Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen scares
me.
Yeah, you know him, right?
Yeah.
He plays Bloody Eye in Casino Royale.
Oh, yes.
Hannibal
Okay.
Lecter in
Hannibal
the
Lecter.
TV series.
A villain in Doctor Strange, but also with like ashy eyes. And he's in Rogue One. So he's a Danish actor, and I've seen a few of his movies, and they're all like, he plays
He's
good,
a 6 foot Danish.
tallest guy yet. He's probably actually 6 foot. But honestly, he's so intimidating. He feels like 6'5". In his Danish movies, he's not like a villain. It's like the Americanized version of him is like, isn't his face scary? Right? Because it is. Like, he actually does scare me. But that said, like, it's like a hot scary.
He looks
Does that make
like
sense?
I saved my hot scary for later on this list.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's why he has the Smoothest Dance Moves. There's a movie he did in 2020. It's called Another Round. And this movie basically...
Oh, yeah, the one in the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about a bunch of professors that do this thing where it's like, how much can you drink without them noticing at work? And it's this weird dark comedy that their lives are kind of ruined by this whole thing. But by the end, he's sitting at a park bench and it's a graduating class is all sitting there and he's reflecting on his life in the past year. Then all of a sudden the music starts and he dances for about 5 minutes and all the students are watching him, but he dances just letting loose, and it's so enjoyable to watch. Honestly, just watch the YouTube clip, and you're gonna be like, this guy's got some style.
because the way you're describing this, it's just bringing up Napoleon Dynamite in my brain.
Yeah, but it is definitely not canned heat
Gets on stage and just
whatsoever.
dances.
No, he's just like literally by a river and starts dancing, and all
by
these
a
students are it is delightful, and even though he scares me, I would dance with him.
Okay. I love it.
I'm looking up. I was going to say,
Scary guy from Casino Royale versus Patrick Swayze. We have some different types, my friends.
My guy would win a fight. Okay.
And then he'd eat his face.
Our next category is hot dad vibes.
Like daddy, zaddy.
No, I hate that word.
Daddy?
No,
I don't
just
understand it, and I don't
hot-
like it.
Wait,
just
what is
hot
it? What
dad
is zaddy?
vibes.
Why do people say zaddy?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Hold on.
Oh, you're Googling.
So when I said hot dad vibes, I feel like for me, it was kind of this, I don't know, innocent vibe to it. I don't want to know what zaddy means, Ken.
An attractive man, I'll say that, especially an older one who is fashionable or charismatic.
Where does the Z come from? Because he drinks Zima? I don't know.
Zima's a
That's
thing?
an X.
Yeah. No, for my pick for hot dad vibes,
Yes.
I went with James Stewart. Little Jimmy Stewart going on
Oh.
there. Because,
Like, It's a
hold on.
Wonderful Life.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart.
fun fact.
That guy?
My
That
wife.
guy I do a perfect impression of.
My wife said, but that voice. And I said, what's wrong with his voice? I think it sounds great.
That was an okay impression.
But no, he was born in 1908 in Pennsylvania. I don't know his height, though, by the way, Kent, in Pennsylvania.
So is this hot dad vibes
You
or
may
hot
know him.
great granddad vibes?
He was 6'3".
Oh, wait.
What?
Tallest yet.
Yeah.
But he's taller than Kent. Take that, Kent.
Wow. He's stringy, though. I could take him in a fight.
How,
You think so?
How tall are you?
The guy fought in World War II.
So I say I'm 6'2", but I'm actually 6'3".
Really?
Yeah.
You may know James Stewart from It's a Wonderful Life, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Mr. Kruger's Christmas, Five Goes West, Rear Window, Vertigo, Rope, The Man Who Knew Too Little.
You can't just throw in Mr. Kruger's Christmas along with American classics.
I threw in Five Goes West. That's not an American classic.
Yes,
I think it is.
That was his last role, by the way. Final role.
Aw.
But he is, I just feel like he is the everyman. Like in his films, that's what he was known for, was that everyman persona. He wasn't like super handsome, and he wasn't like super buff or anything like that. He wasn't wasn't super tough. He was just this nice dad-like figure in all of his movies, pretty much.
But it's funny, like he plays a leading man, and he often gets like the best leading ladies, like in Rear Window. He got Grace Kelly.
Yeah, true.
Yes. Took him a while though.
Yeah, well, he was a little distracted.
By the way,
Solving a murder.
he was in. I was gonna
Spying
say,
on people, solving a murder now.
He enlisted in the
Have
Air
you seen
Force.
You?
He enlisted in the Air Force during World War II, but he remained unmarried until his 40s. He was dubbed the Great American Bachelor by the press.
Is it because he was spying on people?
Probably. But then in 1949, he married a former model, Gloria Hattrick McLean, and they had twin daughters and adopted 2 of her sons from a previous marriage, and they had a happy little life together. But the thing about him, he also was very kind of guarded about his personal life. One of the directors, John Ford, of his said, "You don't get to know Jimmy Stewart gets to know you." And I just
That sounds like a threat.
and,
Is that a promise?
and one thing
I've been watching you.
One thing I like about this, but they said his screen persona, they were talking about the everyman thing, but they said audiences could identify with him in contrast to other Hollywood leading men at the time, such as Cary Grant, who represented what the audience wanted to become. Whereas Jimmy Stewart was
so
who they were.
true.
So I think Jimmy Stewart has that hot dad vibe, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? He's awesome. So there you go.
That's cute. I like
Jimmy
that.
Stewart.
I mean, he's got dad vibes. What about like him as hot?
I don't know. There's definitely some moments in It's a Wonderful Life when he's got a little scruff going on where I'm like, hey, he's dangerous.
There it is. There it is. Joel finally crossed over.
Yes.
It looked like halfway through the show.
He could drive a car into a tree and leave a mark.
Yes.
Because that happened in It's a Wonderful
Yeah.
Life.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I have an honorable mention here, but maybe you'll use it. Okay. I'm just going to say my honorable mention real quick. Josh Hartnett. Because I feel like he definitely has like
okay. Josh Hartnett from Trap.
the daddy vibes.
Yeah.
Right. Like once he took
From
me
Pearl
to
Harbor.
Once he took me to a concert and he was gone for a lot of it.
What?
And M. Night Shyamalan's daughter was performing and
He's referencing the movie Trap.
the movie Trap.
Cool.
You haven't seen the movie? It's not very good.
I have seen Zack Snyder's Justice League more than twice.
Okay.
So I don't have to see everything else.
Besties. Okay, but my real choice is Patrick Wilson. Who's Patrick Wilson, you ask?
Oh,
Yes.
I know who Patrick Wilson is.
Go
I do
on.
too.
Please explain.
He's cute.
He's the,
that explains it.
He's in The Conjuring, The Conjuring 2, The Conjuring
Yes,
3,
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring
That's-
4.
He's not in 3 or 4.
Oh, that's right.
But he's in 5.
He's in Aquaman.
He's
and
in
Aquaman 2.
He's
and
in
Aquaman 3.
Phantom
and Aquaman
of,
4.
Phantom of the Opera, Watchmen, Insidious, Conjuring, like you said, Aquaman. Born in 1973. He's also been nominated for 2 Tonys. Now, he's not like traditionally like hot.
Are you
right?
kidding me? The guy's
Is he?
attractive.
Okay, tell me.
Yeah,
Is
he's got
it-
like some
is it-
chiseled, some like.
Is it cute or hot?
I don't know.
Because to me, he's so affable.
Yeah.
And here's why I think like he'd be a great daddy. Is that he? What? Oh, all of a sudden I can't say he's hot. All of a sudden we're changing the rules, you guys.
Daddy.
got weird.
Like,
got weird in
guys,
here.
did I cross the line?
Vibe.
That's weird.
You said that's why I want him to be my daddy.
My daddy? It's just what?
Go on.
I call him Pat Daddy. Okay, guys, I'm sweating now. Okay, here's the thing, guys. He's a good singer, right?
Okay.
He in Aquaman, he showed that he can get pretty buff, and he
Wait,
can
good singer. What is? Oh, Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
He was definitely better than Gerard Butler.
Oh, absolutely. He can protect me from bears in the woods because he's so strong. If we go camping, for example, like I'm just picturing us going camping, right? And he's like, "Hey, son."
I thought you referenced. Kent, you're not adopting a father here. It's weird.
It's hot. Yeah, you're right. So he can also protect me from ghosts because he's in The Conjuring.
He is, and actually, him and Vera Farmiga together as a couple in The Conjuring.
They could adopt me.
They could adopt me as well. They're so nice and so really
We can
reasonable.
be brothers. And we could have, instead of a Hilton Day, a Wilson Day.
We're crushing on this guy. We're not asking him to adopt us.
I don't know. Kent's gotten really weird here.
Okay, it's my turn.
I am confused about my choice.
Okay, hot
know.
dad vibes. Let me bring it back. There is a right answer for me, but you mentioned him on the last show, so I'll just glaze over it.
Okay.
And that is John Krasinski.
Yeah.
John Krasinski.
John Burt Krasinski, age 45, 6'3" tall. He's just handsome. Being like married to Emily Blunt, their relationship, their daughters, he's adorable. I would
But we're saying
probably...
You're not picking
But he's
him,
been
though.
used. He was used in the
I
last
would
show.
probably totally marry someone if they kind of looked like John Krasinski. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I know what you mean.
He's adorable. But since I can't use him, my official choice is Patrick Dempsey. Patrick Galen Dempsey.
He needed to
59
show
years
up
old.
at some
Dreamy
point.
himself.
He's only 5'9", but yes.
Only
he is
that's the
McDreamy.
average. No, is 5'7"? What's the average male height?
Like
But with that hair, he's like 5'11".
Like Sweet Home Alabama, Enchanted, Can't Buy Me Love, lots of stuff besides Grey's Anatomy.
Oh yeah, 5'9" is the average
But
height.
this guy, I feel like he's turned into a stone cold silver fox. Like, we all want to be Meredith Grey, stuck in an elevator with this man.
'Kay.
Like his
Yep.
his hair,
Little Grey's Anatomy reference.
eyes, yes, the gray, when they get married and have kids, their post-it marriage, adorable. He's romantic.
Do you
he's
get these
caring.
references?
He's
Never
a
seen an episode of Grey's
brilliant
Anatomy.
surgeon. You got okay.
Except when someone got stabbed with an icicle.
The Office
I saw
and
that.
Grey's Anatomy.
What about The Office and Grey's Anatomy?
Those
What?
are your blind spots.
Oh, Joel has 23 seasons of a show to watch, and I have like 7.
Yeah, and it's really good.
This is
Joel,
unfair.
are you going to watch Grey's Anatomy?
You
Is that
only
deal?
have to watch until McDreamy dies.
Spoiler alert!
You guys, this was like 15 years ago.
He has aged super well.
He's aged so well.
Yeah, I liked him in Enchanted.
I loved him in Enchanted.
Can't Buy Me Love.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. Back in
Right?
the day.
Yeah. So his death on the show was awful.
Once again.
The worst writing since Lost, but he is perfection.
And you say hot dad vibes just because he's got that, like, he'd be a good protector.
Yes. I think like he's the guy that he's a rich surgeon. I mean, Patrick Dempsey isn't, but he gives
McDreamy
rich surgeon vibe. Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good pick. If Patrick Dempsey wasn't mentioned on either of these shows,
Yeah.
we would have made a mistake. So I'm
Yes.
really glad that you brought him up
He's amazing. Yep.
till he died.
2 Patricks in one round.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I know. I got nervous when you said Patrick.
I was going to say I should have done Patrick Warburton. I don't know.
Well, she did Patrick Swayze, so
Patrick
she's a
Warburton.
Pat fan.
Oh, yeah.
And Justin Patrick Herbert.
I already forgot about that
Middle name.
guy.
6'6".
What? Who?
The quarterback. He's
Jeez.
6'6".
I could have
Okay.
got Patrick Stewart, too.
Oh, what? We
Oh.
haven't?
Granddaddy vibes.
You did James Stewart. Take it easy.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Most likely to break your heart, but you'd let him.
Such a weird category.
Am I going first?
Yes.
All right. This one was tough because I'm looking up like Hollywood bad boys, and it's just people I'm like, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near them. So I was like, who would I really give my heart to that when things went poor in our relationship, I'd be like, you know what? It was worth it, even though I have these emotional scars. And so I chose James McAvoy. Now, I've professed my love for James McAvoy before, and he'd fit into most of these categories. Love the voice. How tall is he, by the way? I feel like he's a little bit shorter, but we're about to find out.
We're about to find out. 5'7".
5'7", yeah. Born in 1979. He's
So much judging going on in this show.
he's
He has the confidence of a much taller man.
he does. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, everyone. So he's Mr. Tumnus from The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. He's also in Split, Atonement, X-Men, It Chapter 2.
Atonement.
Just a like a
That's a good one.
I think that sometimes if you're on his good side, he can be such a kind soul, but you can see there's a little bit of deep-seated anger in his eyes. I don't know if you guys see this at all. And so I think he's probably a drinker. He maybe get a little violent, maybe allegedly, maybe verbally abusive.
Oh.
Right? And I think that's how he treat me. He is divorced, but remarried for a while now. I wouldn't want to be another statistic for Mr. McAvoy, but I would hope their relationship at least goes, 5 or 6 years. Because this is most likely to break your heart, but
Yeah.
you let him.
But you'd let him. I like that answer.
Yeah.
I went in a slightly different direction with this.
Okay.
Do you remember the hear me out trend?
Yes.
The cake?
Is this a cartoon? Are you choosing a cartoon?
No.
What is the
Here comes the dinosaur. Oh, basically, it's like you should be embarrassed about this choice, but you're just going to loudly just say,
Like I have a crush on Jafar.
Yes.
Okay.
My
That's a big quote, by the way.
most likely to break my heart, but I'd let him, is Gordon Ramsay.
The chef?
The Scottish-born chef, age 58.
Hold on.
He
Let
is-
me get some bread.
He is
Put it between your ears.
He's 6'2".
What are you?
Okay. So he is an award-winning chef known for his TV personality on shows like Kitchen Nightmares, Hell's Kitchen, and MasterChef. He owns multiple restaurants, has several cookbooks. I love him on MasterChef Junior. If you've seen this, is where chefs of age 8 to 13 cooking competition. And he's so like kind and warm with them, but like he's still this tough.
Do you think in his
mean
personal
chef.
life he was actually really, really nice? Like the facade?
Yeah.
The character is just a bit much?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
His Hot Ones was so funny. Joel, you can't watch it. It's terrible.
Why not?
Little profane.
He's British.
Yeah.
He's got a mouth. No, but this is my hear me out answer because he's got power. He's got presence. He's like successful.
And he can cook.
He's suave. He's charming. I think if he likes your cooking, I think he's nice to you.
If.
I feel like he's the ultimate like type A alpha
But
male.
would he let you cook in a relationship? If you were in a relationship, he'd do all the cooking, I'd presume.
Oh, I don't
You'd hope
think
so.
That's his job. I don't think he'd come home.
But he has a passion for it.
But then he'd
clearly.
judge you.
Yeah, but
You'd
like,
be making like a quesadilla and he would judge you for it.
yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I would love every moment I spent with him, and he'd probably just like criticize me.
How
and
long
hurt
would your
my
relation-
feelings? He'd hurt my feelings.
How
and
long
I'd-
would your relationship last?
like 3 months?
Okay, what?
Oh,
Listen, good
I mean,
food though for those 3 months. Am I right?
He's been married for a long time and
Yeah.
has lots of children and grandchildren probably.
Do you like how we're like saying that they would be really mean, but they're actually like good people?
Yes,
Yeah.
I just think he's like that mix of like adorable and scary, you know?
okay.
I thought he was just the perfect for this category.
I like it.
So
One part adorable, one part scary.
probably 2 parts scary.
Okay.
And 3 cups of
Okay.
adorable.
Well, then mine, I'm going to go 1 part very handsome and then 6 parts scary.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I just feel like if Jared Leto
Oh no!
was in my life,
But you'd let him.
I'd Leto.
Oh.
No, like he's one of those that I was like, I remember seeing him in 30 Seconds to Mars, and I'm like, oh, total leading man type guy.
Oh, yeah.
And then you see him in movies such as, I mean, obviously there's some of these are better than others, but Fight Club, Suicide Squad, Blade Runner 2049, Morbius, The Living Vampire, House of Gucci. But the guy, he's got these really
The piercing
awesome
eyes.
Yes,
Yeah.
the piercing eyes that I'm like, that guy's got something going on there. But he's a psychopath.
Well, but here's the thing. Like you could almost say he's like a gorgeous man.
Yes.
To the point where like he has a cult.
Yeah.
Right? The people follow him because of the presence. Although you look at him and you're like, oh, is there a soul there?
You wonder. So, just for example, when he was preparing for Requiem for a Dream, which is about drug addicts, he lived on the streets in New York City and he starved himself, losing 28 pounds to play a heroin addict. And then after, he went to Portugal and lived in a monastery to get the weight back. And then when he played Mark David Chapman in the movie Chapter 27, which is the guy he played, the guy who killed John Lennon, he gained 67 pounds to approximate the killer's physique. And the abruptness of the weight gain gave him the gout. He put on a liquid diet after that. He had to use a wheelchair because he gained so much weight too quickly. And then Suicide Squad. Lots of weird stuff happened during Suicide Squad because he was playing the Joker.
Yeah.
And he decided he was going to just mess with the other actors and send them gifts that were not appropriate.
Do you would you prefer to follow him like on the road with his band, or would you be in a relationship with him because of his movie career? And how long would this relationship last?
I don't think it lasts very long. I think I'd get hurt or disgusted very quickly. But it's just, I went with the more...
I would come after you. I don't like. I want to be on your safety plan.
So you would be like the best friend. It's like, I think you're making a mistake.
This is toxic, Joel. He's
But,
gonna hurt you.
I mean, he did date Cameron Diaz for a while and they were engaged and then they split up. In
she doesn't have
2003.
good judgment.
Yeah,
Probably not.
She's
Have you
married
seen
to
her movies?
She's married to one of the Maddens from Good Charlotte.
Yeah. But he,
By the way,
I-
5'11".
I don't know. He seems so 5'11". He seems so normalish at times, and then he just does these crazy things. I'm like, what's wrong with you, man?
I think time has built an ego within him.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
He was born in 1971, by the way.
Great pick because he's scary. You're right. 6 parts scary.
That's the problem is I don't know the but you'd let him thing because I don't think I think I'd never get obviously never get a relationship with him. But
No, listen.
But, like, it would never happen
We've all
anyway,
created
but-
this hypothetical.
it's hypothetical situations. But like
Clearly, my relationship lasted the longest, guys. I'm just saying.
it was a weird category that I just thought, well, who scares me? And I went, well, Jared Leto, he's an attractive man, but he scares me.
I'm glad that you'd questioned getting in a relationship.
Yeah, it's because I listened to my friend and she let me know, hey,
Yes.
that's
No,
toxic.
and listen, I'd be the
Yeah.
friend that's like, hey, whatever makes you happy, it's totally fine. Oh, no.
And I'd be
You
like,
got to
Kent,
sit a
we're
dead rat in a
going.
box.
It's like, just
We're
give me your
going to-
location on your phone at all times, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my word. Okay, let's shake that off. Woo. Our next category is weight. He's how old?
All right, Babs, you're going first.
I think this is a great answer.
I'm glad you
we're
do.
so proud of you.
I'm glad you like your own answer.
It's maybe the best answer so far of the category.
It's getting giggly. Okay, my take on this was like when you looked up this really handsome actor, you went, oh, either he's a lot younger than you think or a lot older than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my answer is Harrison Ford.
Oh, wait. If I had to guess how old Harrison Ford is right now,
Guess how old he is.
I'd guess he's 77.
No way. He is 83 years old.
He is 82.
Oh.
82 years old.
But
Listen.
guys who say they're 82 are actually 81.
Right?
Listen, 35, 40 years ago, cream of the crop.
I know.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like in my brain, he is still Indiana Jones. He is still the president of the United States. I think he did that a
By
couple
the way,
of times.
he was just barely
Right?
in Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard he was a Red Hulk or maybe something.
Yeah.
But like he's still on Shrinking and he's amazing and he's captivating and interesting to watch and he's still so handsome.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
I almost wanted to put him for hot dad vibes, but my husband was like, that's like hot granddaddy vibes.
Yeah, totally.
You know? And then I
Granddaddy
was like,
is what we call him.
He's not that old.
Ew.
And then I looked it up and I was like, he's freaking 82 years old and
Yeah.
he's amazing. So anyway, he's my weight.
That's a good
He's how
pick.
old. His voice is
think
so
it's a good
good.
pick.
His face is so good. He's hot.
Hey, kid.
He's hot.
I haven't smiled in 37 years.
Shake my finger at you. You know? Like
Has to do the point.
I'm so hot and so old.
I love these are micro impressions for her. This is great. Can you do Jimmy Stewart real quick?
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at the moon.
Yeah.
I'll lasso the moon for you.
Still better than mine. All right, Joel, what do you have for weight? He's how old?
My pick is literally one of the most attractive men on earth.
Oh wait, Harrison Ford's 6'1". Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Rob Lowe. You guys want to guess how old Rob Lowe is?
60?
64.
61.
Okay.
But if you look at a picture of him, he could be in his 40s easily.
Him and Paul Rudd, right?
Yeah, there's something about it. And he says like he's got a whole, skincare routine he does. But I just like whatever you're doing, man, it's working. Go with it. He was born in 1964. And he's been in such, you may know Rob Lowe from such movies as The Outsiders and Tommy Boy and Wayne's World, Austin Powers too.
Yeah.
Also, he's in Parks and Recreation, which I literally think is one of my favorite roles on that.
Literally the best
Literally. But he was a member of the Brat Pack. He was a teen idol back in the day. And a lot of those teen idols aged.
Yeah, you could say that.
But the thing about this is that Rob Lowe, he just kept aging and aging well. And he seemed to be kind of that eternal youth thing for the longest time. And he's just aging like a fine wine. Although if you want to watch something highly entertaining, I say you should look up the 1989 ceremony for the Academy Awards, the 61st Academy Awards.
Oh, yeah.
Where he sings CCR's Proud Mary, a version of it with Snow White. It's Rob Lowe and Snow White singing
Embarrassing.
together at the Academy Awards. It's wow. Also, I found this out while still a baby. Rob Lowe lost complete hearing in his right ear as a result of undiagnosed mumps. So
man.
who knew that? Yeah. Anyway, fun facts here. And you haven't watched The Floor, by the way. He does a podcast called Literally, but if you haven't watched The Floor, it's a TV series on Fox, I believe it is. Great one to watch your family. Easy to jump in wherever you are. And it's just when you can play along with at home. I highly enjoyed it. And he's been married to Cheryl Burkhoff since 1991.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Long-term relationship with Hollywood. He definitely had some mess-ups during that. But
Has he had any plastic surgery?
I literally don't know.
Okay. Oh, there we
I
go.
feel like he's got some Botox going on.
yeah.
Some filler,
I think who
some,
doesn't
like,
have
jaw
Botox?
Filler.
Yeah. Because he has a great jaw.
But I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like mine is a late discovery for everyone. Everyone is like, you know what? There's something about this guy. Like, I don't think traditionally he's ever been seen as a sex symbol. I think it's now people are catching on, and he's very old. It's Sam Neill
Oh, from Jurassic Park?
from Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Okay, now tell me, from the feminine perspective, is Sam Neill attractive?
In Jurassic Park or now?
Both.
I haven't seen
I feel like for his age,
In
by the
Event
way,
Horizon.
he's 77 years old.
Oh,
Born in 1947.
he's aged well.
Isn't he so handsome?
Yes. The gray beard. The hair. He's got the.
He's got a little coif. Mm-hmm. The croissant.
He looks great.
His first big role was Damien in The Omen Part 3, The Final Conflict. He actually lost the James Bond role to Roger Moore. He's in Hunt for Red October, Dead Calm, The Jungle Book, In the Mouth of Madness, Event Horizon, Hunt for the Wilder People, and of course, Jurassic Park. He was 43 years old in Jurassic Park.
Wow.
Guys, that's like us. being Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic. Who would take me seriously in Jurassic Park 1? But Sam Neill?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he
He
He's
did great.
Australian.
in New Zealand.
New Zealand.
actually.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so
I know.
sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Take it easy. But I think he's handsome with or without the beard. And he's got this like swagger, just like this chill confidence. And maybe it comes with age and that he's had a very successful career, but he's like literally just lives in New Zealand and does his thing. And like you said, he's
Yeah.
pretty
Time has been
attractive.
kind.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Him, yeah.
77 years old.
77.
Right.
That
I know. Goals.
bonkers.
Yeah.
All these old guys just looking so good. All right. Our last category, our final category, the king of charisma. Joel, take us away.
The thing about this is when I realized that this person had not been used at all in our last episode, I was shocked. Shocked, I tell you. But then he's already been mentioned on this episode because I picked Tom Cruise.
Okay.
So when I think of King of Charisma, what I thought about was who's someone who can, which by the way, from Top Gun, Cocktail, Rain Man, Days of Thunder, Far and Away, A Few Good Men, The Firm, Mission Impossible, Minority Report, Oblivion, Edge of Tomorrow. He can sell a movie just with his face.
Yeah.
If it's like, oh, Tom Cruise is in that, I'll go see it. Even if it's a lackluster movie, people will go see
Some
it.
may say like the last great movie star, right? Because it's no
Yes.
longer an environment about movie stars, but
Yes.
it's like Tom Cruise is bigger than Mission Impossible in the title.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, his films have grossed over $12 billion worldwide. He is one of the highest grossing actors of all time. And he's one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. Like there's actually a matrix they've created of like, hey, who can make the most money when they're in a movie? And Tom Cruise is at the top of many of those times. If you want to know more about Tom Cruise, I recommend listening to Baconsale episode 353. You had me at Tom Cruise. Which I was like, is he the only male celebrity we've dedicated an entire Baconsale episode to? Because we did Amy Adams.
Bruce Willis.
And we did, Bruce Willis, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But then we also did one about Kevin Bacon, which
Yes.
that was kind of, what we had to. But Tom Cruise has that star power. And I feel like I don't know if anyone else could have done the things he's done and said the things he's said and maintained the level of career that he's had.
And I feel like if you were to meet him, having seen him in just like on the red carpet or in press interviews, there's this uneasy energy where everyone is like, you kind of creep me out a little bit, but I want you to be impressed by me.
I watched a compilation of interviews with him and David Letterman recently on YouTube, and it's weird because he's just kind of awkward, but charismatic.
Yes.
Honestly, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound weird. Jacob gives me Tom Cruise vibes sometimes.
Okay. Well, it totally makes sense, actually.
Like a little erratic, like you're not quite sure what he's going to do. Like a cat on
kind
the
of
table.
like he studied humans for so long.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's
That
got-
he's like,
he's
this,
got a-
this is how I should act right now.
Yes.
He's got a mask on.
A little bit.
A little bit. And so that's the thing is it cracks me up.
He got egger suit.
A little bit. What are you doing in an egger suit? So yes, I picked Tom Cruise as the king of charisma.
That's a
think
great
he's
choice.
got it. He's just got it.
Yeah.
So the actor I chose for the King of Charisma is kind of, I guess I would call him the Prince of Charisma because he's still growing in this role. In fact, from his young acting career, I think he played it awkward, maybe even too cool at times.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to do it, I promise.
Do we?
You think I'm going somewhere, I'm not going there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
And I think it was kind of like an underdog thing. He was very self-unsure, but then you see him in public or at award shows and you go, man, Andrew Garfield is the most likable
Okay.
We have
guy.
the same answer.
Yeah, finger boot. Finger boot.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's talk about it. No, this is a good thing. Andrew Garfield, I think,
Yes.
is like, he's always kind of a dork. Even when he was
I thought
Spider-Man.
you were going to say the name of Chalamet.
No.
No.
Oh,
ew,
hey,
no.
he's not coming up.
He does not have charisma.
I do think like in some roles like Spider-Man, you're like, you're trying a little too hard and whatever. But now you see his smile, you see his new hairline and you go, man,
Love his hair.
this guy is just so likable. And I feel like maybe there's some demons or bodies somewhere, allegedly, because he's almost
Like a Dorian Gray.
He's almost too kind. He's almost too likable.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And I had a long talk with a lot of people about what charisma means. Like, is it just charm? Is it success? Is it likability? And I think at the end of the day, it's who do you want to sit down,
I think
have
it's
dinner with?
Approachability.
Yeah, someone who's approachable, someone who's not too scary. Like I would be scared to approach Tom Cruise on the street, or have lunch with him. But Andrew Garfield, it's like chicken shop date. Like please and thank you.
Yeah.
Let's spend time together.
Chicken shop date?
Oh,
It's
yep.
a British YouTube series.
Oh,
With Amelia something.
Earhart.
So it's an older
But yeah,
series.
I would
A lot of lost
love
footage
to
in that
just
one.
spend time with
Don't
him.
you
I love to
think
watch him. His
He's probably
smile.
everyone's best friend.
Everyone. He's
What?
Andrew Garfield?
my honorable mention is actually more of like a local Utah celebrity.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a movie critic.
Okay,
his name's
take it
Kent
easy.
Dunn.
Okay. Get out.
Everyone thinks he's his best friend.
Oh, by the way, she's on the show permanently, so this is going great.
Yep.
But yeah, Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. And it's weird though, because like he is, I think, like a newish actor. Maybe, he'll become a recluse or a weirdo. But for the time being, anytime you see him at the Oscars or whatever, everyone's just like, I like you.
Yeah. Like every interview, I'm like, I want to watch that. I'm going to listen to that. It pops up another one and I'm like, yep, I'm watching this one.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. So it's good that we matched on this answer.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
He's so charismatic. We love him.
Sometimes I feel he just carries the weight of a movie on his back so much that it breaks the back of other people.
Wow. Jeez.
Spider-Man reference.
He's 5'10".
You can't catch them all.
He is. He's not a Pokemon. So that is our list there of our hot guys list. What are we even calling this? I don't even know what to call it.
Man Crush Monday.
Man Crush Monday list.
It's like an appreciation list, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Well, sometimes it was just plain rude.
We're giving out gold stars. Thanks for being here on the earth for us to objectify.
Exactly.
We appreciate you.
But we want to know, we want you to play along at home with us on this and let us know who you think could pull off any hairstyle or who's going to age well or who's got hot dad vibes or the smoothest dance moves.
Hot daddy vibes.
I don't even know.
Oh, it just sounds
I'm
weird.
so confused about my choice.
But let us know on Facebook. Let us know on Instagram. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know on YouTube because your feedback keeps us entertained as well as the list entertained on social media as well. So, yeah.
All right, but before we go, we want to thank some patrons in some very special categories. So first we have I'm the Listener with Taylor, not the Bill Sanderson, some guy. Scott Sprague had to explain to his wife why he is the only guest allowed to date Kent. I love it. Sawyer
It's been
Weston.
very appropriate for today's episode.
Yeah, I know. Hey, maybe our relationship will last longer than James McAvoy and I. Sawyer Western, St. Shannon, Sir James West, Ryan and Marley, Rocky and Steph, Lady Terry A. Finley, Juice, the Cooler King Swallow, Jennifer Kilkowski, Casey Cummings, and Adam and Rachel Crump. And from the Baking Council, we have the other Brit, John English, the one, the only, Chris Anderson, Stephen, everyone's favorite Ross, Star Wars expert Kyler, our favorite couple, the Madsons, Nicole, Deke Hale, Her Royal Highness Jessica Terry, Glow Clan Daniel, Debbie Foster, and Beaker.
Thank you, patrons. You are the zzz to our Addy.
You said it.
Nope, I didn't say the word. I split it apart, so it didn't sound as weird. But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quickwits, who perform at the studio at the Parker Theater. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quickwits Facebook page.
You can find me at Twitter at Kenny3DD. You can find me at Instagram at Kent C. Dunn, and you can read my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
You can find me on Instagram at Christy B. Western, but more importantly, make sure you're following Baconsale on all the socials. And if you like what's going on here and you want to support us further, patreon.com/Baconsale. Support starts at just $3 a month, and you get access to Joel's notes, to Bacon Bits, to all sorts of things. So check us out there.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look forward to many,
Bestie.
many more of these.
But until next time, hey, Joel.
Yes.
How tall are you?
5'10".
5'8".
What?
I have got some big size 11 and a half shoes to fill.
Although.
So
You
we
should
have,
question something.
Hey, Joel,
can't use.
real quick. Hate ya.
Kent would be like, this category, Henry Cavill. This category, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
This category, Henry Cavill.
And he would be right.
I'll be crying some high tears.
Hey, Freckles.
Hey, freckles.
In his vest.
In his and the vest.
Oh.
He has the light blue shirt,
With
the
rolled
navy, the navy vest. By the way, we're crushing right now. Hey, finger boot crush.
Is it ash? Is it wisdom? We're not sure what the gray in his hair is, but I'm here for it. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
He looks like he glows, and he's gonna eat my skin. He's like a man.
But he really
Right?
does have.
You gotta say it like that, man.
Like he drives a truck.
Yeah,
He was named one of
his truck
DQ's
drives a truck.
We know
me's-
vegetables.
The guy has the voice of an angel and the look of Ron Weasley.
Now, if you don't know Glenn Powell, same. You're adorable. You just want to squish his face and put him behind there. You're like, you're so cute. You're so cute, Glenn Powell.
Babe! Babe!
He actually does scare me, but that said, it's like a hot scary. What?
I was going to make an inappropriate joke.
Oh, again? Oh,
Yep.
Jimmy Stewart.
What's wrong with his voice? I think it sounds great.
I've been watching you.
Hey, he's dangerous.
I call him Pat Daddy.
We're crushing on this guy. We're not asking him to adopt us. He has the confidence of a much taller man.
He does.
He's hot.
Hey, kid.
He's hot.
I haven't smiled in 37 years.
Shake my finger at you.
Everyone
You know? Like,
has to do the point.
I'm so hot and so old. Oh.
Yeah.
Look at the moon.
Yeah.
Lasso the moon for you. Oh,
Born in 1947.
he's aged well.
Isn't he so handsome?
Yes. No.